Yeah, because
everyone wonders what the hell.
Yeah, that's not rude at all.
That's
but
what
anyway,
Always do a good cold open.
Yeah.
It's apparently the best, most popular thing you can do.
anyway, welcome back to Magic Crystal Tech Support. I'm Josh. I just hit a wolf for a lot.
Put it in the sink because
I just punched a wolf for a lot.
Yes.
Yep.
An absurd amount, because we weren't supposed to encounter anything in this particular area that, you know, is dangerous in any
One
way.
damage!
Come
Mizu!
on.
How will you survive 1 damage?
because I'm not watching right now. Fuck you.
It's okay, it's terminated.
Anyway, Dale, you just
I'm the tank, not
Knocked
the DPS,
out a
you're
wolf.
the DPS.
So-
Alright.
So, do our levels versus the opponent's levels affect our critical hit range? Because we've all seemed to be critically these rolls.
I think it has something to do with their stats versus yours. And ours are really high compared to its.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I already read.
So I wonder what the comparative rate with what critical hits are.
I have it. I'm actually looking at it right now.
Well, I don't know.
So, yes, you would look at the fight.
There we go.
Excuse me.
Anyone else? Dale?
Ooh.
Not Josh. Ian?
I already went through everything I wanted to in the book.
Up we go.
Devin gets his finally gets his shiny sword.
He finally got it.
Hey, so most of this monster we were talking about the last couple times, some like big scary monster in the desert.
Not the desert.
Oh, okay.
Up in the space place where we're going to fight Tiamat, there is a extremely rare encounter that is stronger than even the end boss. It is this absolute strongest creature in the entire game. The War Mech. If we encounter the War Mech, and I looked it up, it's not determined on booting of the game. It actually is just a rare encounter.
Yeah.
But if we encounter the War Mech, we run or die, because we are not in any way prepared to deal with that.
I can tank it.
No, you can't.
I can tank it.
I honestly would like to, if it happened, quickly drop a save state and just see what happens.
Yeah, okay.
We'll save state and before we try to run, just see how far we can get.
We're not killing
We'll save state before we go down that hallway,
Yeah.
and if it happens, we'll see what. Yeah.
We're not cavemen, SpongeBob. We have technology. We have save states now.
Yeah, exactly. Catman. Going to Catman, do. That's really, really where I'm going to.
Any ideas?
Unless we
Aww.
swatch that and Tiger as well.
Mizu doesn't feel very good.
Listen, I
Have Dale
had
open up
too
with the
much
Thor
Taco
hammer.
Bell.
There you go.
I ate too much Taco Bell today, okay? Tomorrow's not going to be a happy time for me.
I miss having money to go to Taco Bell. I've got all those bills to pay.
There is one more pencil over there somewhere.
I know too many bills, and they want my money.
I have 2 kids and no money. I wish I had 2 money and no kids.
Oh yes, the old Simpsons sentiment.
I remember the other day, somebody on my letterbox posted just a comment. All they posted on a comment was a review I wrote was "Boo," and I was like, "Boo-ers?"
I need to get back to Letterboxd and do more reviews, because I've seen movies.
I don't know about the 2 kids, no money, 2 kids thing, because I have. Jesus Christ. I have 2 kids as well, and one of them we played a horror game today that I bought for me and her to play it. And it was really, really scary, and we were actually like walking through, and I was terrified. I am now lost. Have no clue what the fuck I'm supposed to do. You know that the outlay of the entire map.
Mizu level up.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, because you're the one getting experience because you don't want to do boss fights.
Not my fault. And instead of being scared now, I'm now getting pissed off. If there's a ghost going around, and I turn off the lights. And apparently my rage was so funny, and my daughter laughed non-stop for like 30 minutes. At me getting pissed off the ghost and turning off the lights.
I'm just saying, you better be kind of conservative.
Like I do like the sprite for Ian right now as a master. You look like Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I was supposed to look like Guile and Blue.
Yeah,
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
kinda. Why'd I do that? I don't know. He should stay back there. That's a good spot for it. Then bump. And I could go either way with the placing there.
Yeah. Honestly, 6 is one half dozen the other.
At least right now. A little bit later in the levels, and I'd want to put you further up than me.
Yeah.
Guard bots.
Oh boy.
Why are there so many robots in here?
I don't know.
Yeah, but
It's a
we
crash
were one-
spaceship that no one knows about. Just like a trident.
They are pushing the ancient technology thing in this game.
Yeah, I critically hit that thing.
Oh yeah, you punched the heck out of that robot.
A punch a robot.
Nice.
It's a robot, you can cut loose full strength.
I had to say nice to the damage.
69 damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thor hammer.
It does lightning?
Well, yes. It casts like lightning too, basically.
Do we get your ultimate weapon, Josh?
There is the only ultimate weapon is for the fighter.
Lane.
There are no
Well,
class-specific things.
That's what you get. That's
I mean,
like the fighter's thing.
I mean, I guess the mages do get special staves they can have, but
Well, the mage's big thing, the white and black mage's big thing they get is,
the magic.
yeah, they get just like, fuck you magic.
I just like how I'm sure Final Fantasy's every character has a special weapon.
No, this one's just Excalibur for the fighter.
Keep in mind, this was the first one they did.
I know.
2. As an actual hammer, it kind of sucks.
Yeah.
And yet, Dale did finish it off.
Yeah,
With a 14 that time instead of 2.
So, Final Fantasy 12 went on sale on PS4, so we finally bought it on discount because we weren't going to spend $40 on it. And we've come to realize we don't think after 7 any of the Final Fantasies are good except for 7 and 10. I like 9, so 7 and 10.
I like 9.
Caleb doesn't like 9.
The story is horrible. The
They're
story
all,
is
they're all horrible.
I mean, come on. Ooh, vampires.
I don't know why there are vampires.
They're ancient robot vampires.
Ancient robot vampires.
Ancient Egyptian robotic vampires.
You tried to do a little razzle dazzle.
What does
Oh,
that
damn.
do?
I'm gonna guess stun. Probably stun.
And Mizu murdered a vampire.
Oh yeah, he one-shot that vampire.
Yeah.
With Excalibur and the level we're at, he's probably gonna one-shot a lot of these things.
Yeah.
What's up? That's why I wanted Excalibur.
Now,
One shot.
eventually, my damage output will surpass yours, even with Excalibur, but,
We might be done with the game before that happens,
yeah, that's
though.
what I was about to say. Especially
we
if
got-
I keep dying.
We have 2 major quests left.
Shit.
We take care of Tiamat fixing the wind crystal, and then we go back right to where it all began and defeat the god Chaos.
Nothing to it.
And level 50 is max level, right?
Level 50's max level.
I
What level are we?
We're like 22.
think, we have a boss rush, don't we?
Yes.
There's always a goddamn boss room.
Even in the first Final Fantasy game, there was a boss
Yeah, we
room.
have
Is that a popular thing in OD&D or something?
Not that I know of.
But yeah. Honestly, it was probably just we need to make the game a little bit longer and need to save room on sprites. Catman.
Boy, again.
Well, I think they're the cat's meow.
But
Hammer time.
I also can save on healing by using the healing staff. If we wanted to.
Just like real D&D.
Here, let me help you. Bonk! Ow! I feel better!
Thanks! You beat that injury out of me. I said walk it off!
It works like Bartholomew Kumo from One Piece, where he just like hits you and pushes the damage out of your body.
I guess.
Which is like one of the weird, and this from One Piece, one of the weirdest powers is Kumo's push power.
Well, it's like, you get a vague description of how Devil Fruit powers work,
Yeah.
and then you just rules lawyer that description into doing anything you want.
That's the best, that is the best part about One Piece. It's like, what is this power? Well, it makes you out of rubber, so like I can stretch. Yep, but can I like stretch open the capillaries in my body to increase blood flow?
Is that how this thing works?
That's how second gear works.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he...
And third gear, he just like blows it up like a balloon. And then he vulcanized one of his arms.
Yeah.
So like he's made of rubber, so he's made of rubber. That means he's immune to lightning, right?
One would think so.
Yes, he is. He is in fact immune to lightning attacks. Because Enryu, who you ate the lightning fruit, was like, I'm made of lightning. And then...
He is incredibly resistant to any impact, but slashing still does
Yeah,
slashing
slashing does
stuff.
still hurt him. He's basically immune to bashing, except for like... it's kind of weird, the bullshit parts, like, oh, like, his dad can hit him and hurt him because his dad's hitting with his heart.
Fuck you.
It's kind of...
door fixing.
Well, you know, that in a weird way that kind of works in real life, because when you sometimes when you discipline a child, it doesn't actually hurt them, but they're just shocked that their own parent actually struck them like that.
Yeah.
And so that can actually, I can see that.
Yeah, but like heart and will.
Is it sad? I wouldn't be surprised if that happened to me.
But heart and willpower is the big theme in One Piece anyway.
Oh,
Holy
that is a powerful strike of lightning.
fuck! What's sad is what I got from becoming a Grandmaster is magic resistance.
What, they like critical spell? Is that a thing?
Just as a black belt, am I just that shitty against magic?
Did they not do that much damage to you?
No, it fucking did more than half the damage. Half my health to me.
Yeah, it hit him a lot harder.
One shot you if you didn't have that resistance.
That's what I'm thinking. I think it's just a straight +4 magic resistance is what I got when I powered up. And everything else basically stays the same.
Alright, but I have one question about the One Piece scene that only you can answer because you are the fan.
Yeah, what?
Is it actually true that like Luffy goes through like 200 to 300 episodes of not powering up and staying the same power level for the longest fucking time?
I don't think so.
Like, all he does is just stretch and just punch it harder, and then like Gear 2 comes in like really long as an anime.
Before year 2, he discovered second gear. And then during...
There's a difference between second gear and Gear 2?
Oh, Gear 2? Oh, no. Before Gear 2, he's still, like... discovered his electrical immunity. He probably does go quite a while without a real power-up. Because he's... It's hard to say because he keeps using his stretchiness in different ways. Like, to beat Arlong, he kicked hard enough to shatter a temple or a castle. And, like, he's done things where he's, like... Somebody shot cannon, so he blew himself up. So, like, he didn't get new powers, but he kept innovating new ways to use his powers.
Rules learning.
Yeah. That's how devil fruits work, is you rules lawyer. It's so weird.
Well, you're petrified.
Cool.
It's essentially dead.
Meh.
I did buy a lot of softs. Really? So's Mizu.
Oh damn.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing?
I made the save.
Damage. That's not damage.
No, you tank. You tank everything. What you do is not die. And what the fuck did you do?
I didn't die.
You're basically
My health
dead.
is not 0.
You're basically dead.
My health is not 0. I make it to where my health does not go to 0.
That was very inconvenient.
I agree. Luckily, we bought a bunch of softs. So I think, because I was just thinking about this with music getting turned to stone, Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 2nd Edition did something really good. I think that later editions of D&D should do.
Which way do I need to go?
So in AD&D 2nd Edition, fighters could save against anything. Fighters were just save machines, and I think we should bring that back.
I'm done. Actually, isn't that what monks do now? Monks are save machines now.
Yeah, but fighters should be too. Because fighters kind of don't get a whole lot.
So.
Fighters should be strength-based save machines, monks can be dex-based save machines.
There you go. We go north?
I do not at all recall.
I say north. Listen to me. What's this?
The right way, I think.
Yay! You see, you should listen to me.
Yeah.
You should listen to me more often. Don't listen to me more often.
I will listen to you, moron.
Yeah. Nice.
Right in the eye.
Yeah. Punching eyes are what I'm good at. Especially one-eyed things.
That's so mean. Oh, it's been a while, and we didn't get to talk about this. Did you guys see the trailer for the D&D movie?
I have not seen the trailer for it.
I
yet.
have heard some things about it. I think some people are complaining about stuff they shouldn't, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are people complaining about?
Oh, it was like the tiefling. It just looks like a white girl with horns.
I don't think she's a tiefling. I think she's a druid with horns.
She's a tiefling.
I think she's supposed to be a tiefling. My argument
I
is
didn't see the tail.
Yeah.
my argument is tieflings are very varied. They don't have to be all red or anything.
Oh
You
yeah,
can-
yeah, that's not why. I didn't see the tail. I feel like tieflings should at least have a tail.
Okay, that's
She's
not
a
where I need to
very
go.
early. They're
There
taking stuff from early
is-
D&D tieflings,
I think
where
there
they have
should.
like the long, thin tail
Yes,
and
nice.
horns.
Yeah, might as well try to kill it. It's one Chimera and we get to
And they
strike
were
first.
very,
Oh,
they were
nice,
complaining
Dale.
that she doesn't stand out enough, and that's fucked up.
I-
Without having real human skin. That's.
Oh, and the fact she's a druid that turns into Albal.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, that argument because druids, owlbears are not animals. They're like
They're not
classified as.
beasts,
They're
they're
more-
Oh my fucking.
My
God.
argument is you think she wild shaped. She actually casts polymorph.
That's what I was thinking. Like,
Or, hey,
Get the heck over it.
if it stayed true to the mechanics of the game, it would be a boring, shitty movie. Every fight would be 40 minutes of them. Okay, what are we doing now? Okay, okay, so I did 1v plus one. Like, it would suck. Fuck you, stop crying, you big fucking babies.
the one thing I fucking
Yay!
want
We're in
is
the
one
new area.
person to fucking die. In the
Okay, gotta do
movie,
this.
And then the next scene is a new character played by the same actor.
From
That's the one
this
thing I
window.
want.
From this window, one can see the entire world. The four forces are flowing together into the center of the four altars, into the temple of fiends.
Hang on, little guy.
Rock golems! That's a lot of rock golems.
That is a lot of rock golems.
Do you think we can take 4 rock golems?
We're in the dungeon at least Tiamat.
Yes.
We're in Tiamat's dungeon. Well, they don't hit.
Does lightning
easy.
affect rocks?
Yes. Not very well, though.
I know clay golems were not very strong.
What do you feel? I thought it was over a human thing, or just a horn human.
No, she's a tiefling. She's got a tail and everything.
Cool. I love her even
She's
more
got
now.
a demon tail and she's got the demon horns. Is the whole thing.
All I know is
They're
this
just
is like
handled well by
a
her hair.
bard, a thief, and a barbarian, and I'm like, you guys just picked the worst fucking party.
There's also
like,
a rogue.
A thief, that's what I meant. A bard, a
Yeah.
rogue, and a barbarian. I'm like, wow, you just made a party of the like most asshole players you can find.
There's also a druid.
Yeah. Tiefling's a druid. There's.
A female barbarian. A human female barbarian.
Maybe he's not a rogue. Maybe he's another spellcaster or something. There's.
The main
I
character
know
is
there's a
definitely
tiefling druid. The main character's a bard.
Yeah, these guys
And then there's
hit hard,
barbarian.
but they go down easy.
I swear there's one other
That's
person.
what
There's a
she
dwarf in there.
said?
Sure.
Really, they have a full party without a dwarf. Fuck you.
I agree.
No, they're
You know what?
trying to
That's-
stay away from dwarves
No,
and stuff
fuck
like that
you.
because
Fuck you.
Lord of
That-
the Rings is already doing dwarves.
So?
That's what D&D's based off of.
Just saying. Lord of the Rings is doing dwarves. They were wanting to do something different.
So what you're saying is inherently already the D&D movie from the mid-2000s is better.
Yeah.
They had a dwarf, but they hardly did anything with him.
But they still had
He's
it.
a
They
dwarf
did.
fighter. He was boring. That's kind of how it worked.
Yeah.
I mean-
Especially since it's using 3rd edition rules, which meant that the fighter didn't do anything.
So if they want to be accurate with this movie, about 5 minutes in, there has to be this huge argument where everything stops because they're yelling at God about things not being right.
Yes.
Okay, so if you want to be, here's the thing: if you people like, oh, well, that's not accurate to D&D. You know what would be accurate to D&D? If halfway through one of the things, somebody got in a fight with the druid, like. I don't know. This doesn't seem like very true neutral action. Seems like you're taking sides, druid. This isn't very neutral action.
The druids not being true neutral back
They have to be a-neutral.
Oh,
I don't think they do anymore. I don't think they have to be there.
the argument over alignments.
Yes, exactly. But there would have to be an argument over somebody's alignment if they want to be true to the game. Fucking crybabies. Fuck you.
I don't know. Well, I do like these chests. That wasn't where I needed to go, though.
Oh, it's a pro game. I see I've graduated from the amateur.
Cloth.
Also, I tend to like chests too.
Oh, we got a softback.
A soft chest, those are the best. Booby jokes.
Let's see. Can Dale equip the Pro Cape? He can! And it's something he didn't have before, so inherently has to be better in some way.
Yeah.
So, cool. I don't even have to check those stats. It just guaranteed something new. Sentry Bot.
So wait, is this Marvel Century? Because if it is, we are fucked.
Oh, he clearly isn't. Although with the state of Marvel nowadays, who could friggin' tell?
You're right. Hi, Hookers. I'm not. Is it?
It's in the bag.
Oh. Okay.
I put it in this bag instead of mine.
The monsters have perished. So they're not preserved, because they're obviously perishable.
Yep. So
Yay, Josh leveled up!
I can't wait to get spell slots I totally don't have.
What does the red mage get for leveling first? Like an end game thing.
Well, at a certain point, I just won't get any more. I do have I did from that level get an additional level 6 spot.
Nice. Basically, what red mages get is versatility.
Yeah, the ability to have the
Okay.
Yeah.
and some light armor and some weapons, a little bit of everything.
But yeah, that's why I said the red mage gets versatility. Like, white mages get holy, and I don't remember what their other big 9 spells are. Black mages get nuke. Fighters get Excalibur. Thieves get Shadow.
Yes.
And
I was gonna be a thief, but they get shot on so bad.
oh yeah, so bad. They are better in other editions of this game, where they actually have shit.
I do take it back. They do actually get something.
Yeah?
As a ninja, they're the only one that can equip a katana. And the katana is actually a decent sword.
Yeah, fair enough.
But that's it.
But ninjas didn't use katanas.
Yeah, I know.
mean, they kinda did,
That's a
but-
semantic thing, I know.
Katana doesn't work well at all if your fucking critical thing doesn't work on luck. Like it's supposed to.
It's still a really good sword that only ninjas can use.
Yes. It's no Excalibur, but...
Well, apparently Katana was beaten by your fucking fist at level 50.
yeah, eventually. Eventually. Black belts are what they call an investment class. Basically, the idea is if you're running black belts, you want to grind them up a little bit.
So, the manticores there could have been really dangerous. But all of our saves are really high right now.
Nice.
The manticores use an ability called Stinger. And that
Poison?
it is poison on the entire group.
Ew.
But they kept doing it, and we kept making the saves.
Nice.
Group satisfaction.
Oh, yeah.
So, do I go up? There's really
One
only
Chimera, that's nothing.
2 directions left to go, so it's probably up.
Speaking of thieves being better, the Final Fantasy IX main character is a thief.
Yep.
Oh, Zidane, yeah.
Which is actually an oddity. Normally it's more of a fighter.
Fighter.
Yeah.
Unless you're playing Final Fantasy VIII, in which case the main character's a bitch.
I guess the Final Fantasy VI,
Yeah, leveled up! My attack went up 2 points.
I guess with Final Fantasy VI,
Oh, the-
Terra would have been a mage.
Yep, Terra would have been a mage.
It's also, isn't that the one where it's also arguable who the hell the main character actually
Yes.
is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
I mean, she's the first character you introduced.
I would still argue she's the main character.
I'd argue that too, because she's the first person introduced.
Ooh, healing potion.
And most of the stuff.
Money.
We definitely get money.
Oh, pro ring.
I think people who need pro rings
Yes.
already have a pro ring.
He
Yeah.
is
The
probably
game you'll be playing.
So Final Fantasy 1, the main character is whoever you want it to be.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 2,
It's.
They have a set of 4 people, but you
Instead of
can.
3 people, thank you very much. The 4th one disappears in the first fucking 5 minutes, and we haven't found him yet.
You will get them back.
We know we haven't found him yet, and we are pretty far.
but
to get.
but that one they're really in.
Our thief has died to the rock board.
What you do trains what they
Yeah.
become.
And then
We
the
lost our shit, man.
Final Fantasy 3 basically is the same as you. You have classes, and you can swap between
That's
classes.
the one with money tonight.
Yes. Man Cat.
Man cats. They're like,
Or
I'm
is this
pretty
one
sure that's a
five?
Batman villain, right?
Or that was a man cat.
well, they're like Catmen, but they're.
They're Catmen from Bizarro World.
Is Sissel 4 or 5?
4.
Is it 4? Okay.
So yeah, that one is a paladin.
He starts.
He starts as a Dark Knight, and then
starts as a Dark Knight.
then he becomes a paladin.
5 is that guy who is that one kid. I don't know his name. but
Bart's.
Bart's, yeah.
And that's
Or depending on the translation, it sometimes was butts.
I know.
butts, soft chests. But that's another game where it's a class-based system.
Okay.
6 is Terra.
7's Cloud.
I know this is gonna sound weird.
No, sorry. My bad. I saw this fan theory that technically Tifa is the main character.
She's not. It's fucking Cloud. It's whether it was intended to be Cloud. Cloud is supposed to be the main character.
It's pretty clear it is mostly Cloud story.
People can make any kind of fucking argument they want. The authorial intent is that Cloud was the main character.
Yep.
8's a bitch. 9's a thief. 10 is a fighter thief-ish?
Yeah, he's a fast fighter, basically.
Fast fighter. 11 is an MMORPG. 12's a thief.
So
basically, he's
13's a fighter, right?
Titus is basically 12's fucking. What is it called? The fast thing in 12.
Oh, the Shinobi?
Yeah,
No.
the
Starts with S.
Shigoki or whatever it's called.
Shinobi.
That's what Titus is.
oddly enough, now we kind of come down to it, the main characters of Final Fantasy games aren't dedicated fighters as much as I'd originally thought.
Cloud is.
Oh, Cloud is. Cloud's a
and
fighter.
Squall are definitely dedicated fighters.
The problem with Final Fantasy VIII is it's all completely dependent on the layout of the draws.
Yeah, draw system.
Yeah.
And the Guardian Forces and all that stuff.
God, 8 sucked so bad. Oh, it was such a bad game.
Yeah, that's the big problem with 8 is that it was too much based on the draws. The draws and whether you had a good GF or not.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, isn't that true to life? It all depends on how good your GF is. But yeah, and like, you didn't get money from battles. You had to do that stupid fucking payment system. I get it. I understand. Looking at Final Fantasy VIII, and step back and say, I know what you were trying to do. You just failed over and over and over.
That's what me and Caleb came to the conclusion. 8 has a good idea. It's just fucking sucks.
Okay, so here's the problem with Final Fantasy VIII's draw system. It's busy work. It's just busy work.
Our problem was the junction system and all that bullshit, because every time the party fucking changed, you gotta mess with the junction system. And that's just another 10 minutes, and we were constantly changing characters.
I think there's a way you can there's a way you can hot swap one character's layout to another one.
And they don't give that to you until this.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's pretty far.
They don't give it to you until like half an hour.
I don't remember.
A little late, but wizard vampires.
Hell yeah, kill them. I say be halfway through the first disc.
Don't mean to shock you, but
Right before Squall dies.
I don't want to shock anybody, but it tanked a Mizu hit.
Oh no.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Isn't a wizard vampire basically like a lich?
well, close.
Or a wizard or a vampire.
I'd say step down from Lich. 'Cause I feel like
Yay, heel stick.
They are next to a middle.
You got bumped by the heel stick.
We all got bunked. Using it is a heal all.
Oh, nice. We got bumped by the heel stick.
So since TM is everything we fought in this dungeon has been like an amalgamation of things, like Chimera and the freaking.
You've got chimeras. You have
Manticore and everything.
We've also had
chimeras, manticores
Is
that
that
have been.
because Tiamat is an amalgamation of 5 dragons, so they just call all the things that are amalgamations?
I don't think that's the case. I think the idea here is because we're dealing with robots, weird amalgamation creatures, and undead because of ancient high-tech stuff and weird experiments.
Yeah, it's an interesting idea, but yeah, I think the theme of this dungeon is science gone mad.
Science gone very bad.
Yeah, the Magitech precursors.
Yes.
I'm not a mad scientist. I'm an angry one.
And
I'm a scientist.
they keep trying to take magic out of the equation by muting us. We're just going bonk.
Yeah.
Oh no, you muted me. Shame.
You know what? You know what spell automatically has silence spell on it? Punching a dude in the face.
Yeah, as displayed here.
It's also a cantrip. Did I just punch a vampire to death?
Yes, you were silent but deadly. I couldn't help
My
it.
wife usually says it about me too, but
I think that's my favorite thing that we did in Final Fantasy VII is we literally, even though we had all the mages, our entire lineup had fuck you physical damage. Because it was Cloud, Sid, and red guy's name?
Red.
No, not Red.
Vincent.
Vincent.
I would remember Red's name.
So the thing about Final Fantasy VII is there's.
Is this a stupid repeating thing?
It looks like it. Do we have to fight the air? The
Yeah.
air itself.
Air elementals, yes.
No. It says
Fine.
air. I'm gonna
Well,
punch the air to
whenever
death.
he insists on something, I have to just say fine and let him win.
Yup.
Well, to be fair, it's better than in Ultima where you would have to fight the floor.
So,
Grass.
Final Fantasy VII, whenever we got silence, we always went, oh no. Anyway.
See, so Final Fantasy VII, the materia. I'm not a fan of materia system, and it is because it's a lot of fucking slotting and unslotting and shit like that.
Still faster than junctioning and
It is. It is. But I think people praised Final Fantasy VII where it's like, oh, you can kind of lay out your character however you want. So even if you wanted Barrett to be a wizard, you could just slot in stuff that increased his magic power, and even though he's naturally a fighter, you could still slot him in to be a fairly competent wizard. And so they kind of tried that with Final Fantasy VIII, but also drawing magic is just fucking busy work. It just exists to waste your time.
Well, I mean, we quit in disc 1, so I mean, it's not that long of a game. Unless disc 2 is long as fuck. Which we don't know, but we quit.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
We gave up on drawing magic. Like whenever we would come by one, we would take it, but we didn't do the whole like coming back all the time to get them. So we just kind of made everybody a fucking warrior.
Yeah. Well, I just kind of drew magic. Like, if I was in a fight, I might draw 1 or 2 sets and then go, because to draw 99, and then people are like, oh, well, you know, you can just do the card game or whatever, or do this and that. Like, but the thing is, all you've done is replace one busy work with another busy work.
We ended up getting a super rare summon, though, from drawing.
Yeah, that was nice.
That's the only nice thing that happened.
What one was it?
Siren.
Yes.
No, was it Siren?
Yeah, Siren.
Siren.
I don't think that's her name, but she was a Siren.
Yes.
Is it her
That
name?
is her name.
She was
Actually,
use
her
her
name
against
is
that
whatever the
big
hell you
T-Rex
want,
thing.
but
Yeah.
The set name was
that
Siren.
big T-Rex thing we were supposed to be fighting.
Can I
Yeah.
That's how we fought.
can I say something about Final Fantasy X real quick?
Yeah.
So you go to the temple and you get Ifrit, the fire summon, and you go to the temple and get the unicorn lightning, and then you go to the temple and you get the Shiva ice. Why is there no water? Why isn't there? Why do you represent 3 of the 4 elements of the game?
because water fell by the wayside.
Water,
It started and fallen by the wayside in 7.
But it even is in sense since water is such an important theme in the game. There's a blitzball and how often you spell in the boat, and Sin's a water-based creature.
I mean,
To be fair, Holy was also a very important thing in 7, and it wasn't a spell in 7.
Fair enough, but I'm saying like so, and Lulu's magic. All the magic elemental is based on the interaction of fire, water, ice, and lightning. So why did you ignore water as a summon?
I agree.
It bothers me. It has bothered me to no end since I've played Final Fantasy.
do the 3 sisters, do they have any water stuff?
No.
No.
Even if they have water stuff, there is no dedicated water-themed summon. Because you get...
Leviathan is not in the game.
And it should be. Leviathan should be one of your summons.
I agree.
They could have taken out...
You should get Leviathan before you get
Bahamut.
Bahamut, yeah.
I agree.
It would have been the game a lot longer.
No,
You
one
have to
of,
make the game longer. You just did like one little section.
you do one
Change it
temple.
to freaking
Move. Go to
water.
one temple. First thing you do is
Oh,
you.
you already have to go through a water temple. Basically.
Right. That's why they destroyed the
Where?
temple. The temple to the water temple.
Okay,
The water
fair
temple is destroyed technically.
Fair
so
enough.
that might be the
Where?
explanation.
Which one?
The water temple. The
Yeah.
place where you're stuck with just Riku, Titus, and Waka.
The
You have to
Via,
go through the
Anima?
Ghost,
We
the
get
freaking
Anima?
spiders and
the
stuff.
Via Purifico.
Yes, we get anima.
Yeah.
That's what you get there. Instead of Leviathan, you get Anima.
No, that's dumb. We didn't get anima because you had to do a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I didn't get anime either, honestly.
You had to, like, fight. You basically had to go back to their, the summons rooms and talk to the
Mancat and Medusas.
Yeah.
summon there.
Are we running?
And we couldn't
Trying.
do that because by the time we realized we had to do that, the fucking anti-fucking flying dude's right outside his fucking temple, so we can't go back.
But my point is, in Final Fantasy X, they should have given you Leviathan as a summon.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I agree.
And yes, Anima is in the destroyed temple, unless you're. Depends on which one you're talking about.
The one with the fish dude in it.
The one with the fish that paralyzes you.
He didn't paralyze us, we killed him to base.
Yeah.
And about making the
The
game
fish dude that chased Titus away in the first
Yes.
game.
Um,
No.
Start of the game.
No.
Yes.
No, that's a different temple. I'm thinking of a different temple.
Oh, well, I mean, me and her on the same temple.
Okay.
Okay. But about your argument about making the game longer, here's what you do. You give us a little temple, and just in all the temples, you remove the goddamn fucking sphere puzzles.
That's valid.
I
Sphere
hate
puzzles.
the sphere puzzles.
Oh,
They're
God.
just.
This man has played that game non-stop and he still gets stuck on it.
I just use a guide. See, I don't use guides when I play video games because I consider it kind of a cheat. I'm like, well, if I'm just gonna read how to beat a game, then I'm just why am I even playing? But with the temples, I just use a guide because it's just not even worth the
I
time to
use
figure.
guys for trophies hunting. That's it.
That would be a way to do it too. I don't have enough time in my life to beat games enough to go trophy hunting. I'm like, I beat the main quest, I gotta move on. And it's because I spend so much time watching movies, honestly. Because I prioritize my movie watching.
Or another way they can do it is, do we actually need that flying bastard that we get first?
Balfour? Yes.
Yeah, I do, because he's kind of like the non-elemental.
Yeah,
He's
like-
how you learn how to do everything with the
He's
other
the mini
summons.
Bahamut. He eventually.
Honestly, he's one of the best.
Have
If
we
you-
decided to fight?
If you put fucking enough
I'm
time
still
into it,
on the first
he's one
turn.
of the best summons.
I was going to say, he's literally just a mini Bahamut, is what actually my argument on why we
Oh yeah, I forgot how long
If you
Fire
put
2
time
takes.
into him,
Mm-hmm. And when they all try to do it.
Why
But,
don't we do that?
because Bahamut's cool.
it takes a fuck ton of grinding, and we didn't fucking do that.
And also,
Yeah.
because Bahamut's awesome.
Because as long as
There.
I'm playing the Final Fantasy game, there's gonna be no fucking grinding whatsoever. I hate that shit.
Me too.
I don't have much problem with with the sphere puzzles myself, because well, to be fair, it's been ages since I played 10. But the last time I played 10, every time I got to the sphere puzzle, it was like slipping into, just the zone where kind of like I've done this stuff.
The only one I really struggle with is the one with the moving platform.
Bahamut.
The constant moving platform. Yeah.
Bahamut.
Yeah,
You also have a
that one.
problem with Shivas too.
Trying to
No,
remember.
that one's just long-winded.
Yeah.
You know what to do.
my
it just takes
problem-
forever to do
You
it.
misplaced the orb a couple of times while doing that.
Yeah, that happens. My problem with
The other ones you did it. That's why I said you can have
chests?
problems. Shiva a little
They're gonna
bit.
grab them
Because
chests.
The Shiva one requires.
I figured I might as well. I wound up back where I started.
Hey, we found the katana that Josh was talking about.
That's not going to be
It's not
helpful.
gonna help us, but we found it.
My problem with the sphere grid puzzles is they're so forgettable.
Well, here's my thing. I don't
Like-
feel like there's a what my problem is. They feel like a time waster because I don't feel like there's any risk.
Yeah, there's not. You don't fight them.
You don't fight. It's not like fucking up's gonna really. I mean, yeah, you can kind of make it so fucking up makes it so you don't get the destruction sphere treasures, but it's not like there's a huge consequence for fucking up.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like if you fuck up suddenly some badass monster's gonna get you, or like even like you fuck up and you get poisoned or something like that. There's no consequence. It is just fucking hit your head against the wall until they open.
Like I said, forgettable.
That's my problem. That's my problem is they're just
This man right here has
boring.
played this game all his fucking life, and he still gets stuck on some of the puzzles.
Now,
He doesn't remember them.
With
This man
that-
remembers everything else about the fucking game. He can tell you the entire story off of his fucking memory.
now I have one more.
Almost word for word.
I have one more complaint about Final Fantasy X, which is Blitzball completely wastes the underwater theme. If they were playing land soccer, literally nothing would have changed. I will defend Final Fantasy X. I like the sphere grid. I think grinding for the actual spheres can get kind of irritating early game. But by the time you're past the second, third temple, you've got so many spheres that you don't have to like worry about it anymore. I actually like the sphere grid. Because instead of like here where you're getting through 60 fights and then you level up and get a dump of stats, it's like every 2 or 3 fight your character gains a level, and then you can move on the grid and you can visually see. There's a visual representation of your character's progress. Like, oh, I move here and now my strength goes up a little bit, my magic goes up a little bit, my accuracy, my speed goes up a little bit.
I also liked how you could take people where you wanted them.
Yes.
Like you could combine people's grids.
I like the
They even have in the remake. They even have this thing where basically everybody has the same grid. Everybody starts at the same spot.
Mm-hmm.
It's called like the pro
advanced or something like
advanced
that.
sphere grid. Yeah, and it's
Start
basically
everyone Kamari.
Expert.
everyone start expert
sphere grid.
Everybody starts in the same spot, in the top corner,
Mm-hmm.
and you can take anybody wherever you
Yep.
want.
No, they should start in Kamari's. It's Kamari's
Yeah,
in the
basically,
goddamn
yeah.
middle.
Well, it rearranges the whole thing.
Yeah, it does.
Instead of having like certain sections for people, it just makes it to where if you go this way, it's all about fucking strength. If you go this way, it's all about your speed. If you go this way, it's all about magic. If you go this way, it's all about everything else.
The other thing I like is I feel like each character, with the exception of Kamari, each character is unique. So you get into a battle, it's like, oh, there's a flying enemy. This is where Waka is useful.
Yeah.
Oh, here's an armored enemy. Here's where Auron is useful. Oh, here's an agile enemy. Here's where Titus is useful. So all the characters, with the exception of Kamari, feel... Well, that's the thing about Kamari is he doesn't feel like he has a use.
Yeah.
He's just the
He's
other.
supposed to be a dragoon / blue mage.
Yeah, but the problem is being
He
a...
didn't have a specific enemy that he was good against like everybody else did.
Yeah.
Like, Lulu was good against all the magic flans, basically.
They
Flames
should have
were
made
dead.
like an armored person who had armor in the front, but not on top.
And
Or just some sort of, just something that Kimari was just.
I'll tell you what would have made Kamari better, is if he could use his blue magic outside of his limit break.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Like, he
Mostly, Kamari was supposed to be he's good at, he's a freaking red mage.
Yeah, he's good at everything.
He's supposed to be an
Supposed to be
all-rounder.
versatile.
But here's the thing is, in a game like this, a red mage, Final Fantasy 1, a red mage is useful because you have 4 slots. So having that versatility is something you choose.
Yep.
Final Fantasy X, one of the things I like it. Whoa, a red Hydra.
Yeah, I don't know if that's good at all.
Suave.
Yeah, so like you don't need it. Like
Yeah,
if
you
you
don't
need
need-
you need a thief, you hit L1 and you swap fucking Riku in.
Yeah.
Oh, in our case, you know.
Yeah, you know what's right.
But you see what I'm saying? Or even
Yeah.
oh look, here's a bunch of Albed Machina.
Yeah.
Does steel work no matter who?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Guys, we had Yuna and fucking Riku.
As long as the person has steel, they automatically kill
But
them.
it's like it's like oh here's an armored foe. You know, in a game like this, having a foe that needed a piercing weapon, that would be a decision we'd have to make when we set the game up. Even if you could swap characters and not necessarily swap them in battle, a character like Kimari would be useful. But he's not.
I think it would have been cool if there was like you know how you have like counter, the counterattack stuff? I think it would be useful if enemies also had a counterattack system, and Kimari was the answer to that.
That would be,
It was
yeah.
it's hard to counterattack Kimari.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't, if you were fighting enemies that had like counterattack ability, you pull Kimari out.
Yeah.
Because he's got a long weapon.
He needs a
It's
use.
hard to counter. Yeah.
He needed
Yeah.
a use.
Because Kimari's like one of my favorite characters.
Oh, as a character.
Kimari and
As
Auron are my
As a
favorite.
character, Kamari's a great character.
We actually used him during that bitch who past zombie death on him.
Oh yeah.
Because we're like, alright, magic. We made him our black mage. So we just had him, Lulu, and like Orn or Walk. No, we had Walk because Walk actually became our fucking powerhouse.
We had Rico. She was our white mage.
Yeah.
I mean,
She had life, and she had outlet potions. Oh my god, those were ridiculous.
outlet potions are nice.
Outlet
I
potions.
was
They're
just saying,
so-
playthrough.
Outlet
so
potions are
fucking
the most
good.
useful item in that fucking game.
Oh, they're so useful.
They're so limited though.
Sadly,
Really? Because I'm walking around with.
I mean, if as
I'm-
long as you spend a lot of time in the desert,
I'm
if you
in-
just spend some time in the desert, you're pretty good. Because you find outlet potions
Oh,
everywhere
yeah,
in
yeah.
the desert.
and everything, like,
I
every
spent a lot of
outfit
time in the
they
desert
stopped it.
because I don't want to say I got lost. I just wandered around every corner trying to find all. Because
Yeah.
when I
That's
play
not
role playing games, I wander every corner of the map to find every
I
item.
did the same thing.
So
I
I'm
don't.
check everything.
in Xanark End. We're at my playthrough right now. I'm in Xanark End, and yeah, I've got like 80 Alben potions.
Yeah.
Oh, good. You fought the most bullshit fucking boss in the entire game.
Which one?
Seymour 5.
Oh god, yeah. Fourth
The
iteration.
Seymour fight right before fucking.
The one at Mount Gigazet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I beat him no problem because I just banked everybody's limits. So as soon as the fight started, limit break, limit break, limit break, limit break, limit break, limit break.
That's how we ended up beating the game.
Yeah, we just basically got everybody we had.
So I've had
limit breaks.
Tiamat's the fiend of the wind. Tiamat is the fiend of the wind.
That's all this is gonna say.
Probably.
But sadly, Caleb had a cheat with the jet fight, the jet boss fight.
I'm trying to find a clue of which way to go in the other room.
Fast hands him is the AR. Is a we call it RNG on that bullshit. He handed me the controller first fucking time I beat it because of my luck score card.
No, we beat it because you actually used those items that give us double our health.
That and I feel like the RNG was not sure.
Oh yeah, RNG's always nicer with you.
Yeah. But so that's all these bosses in Final Fantasy X. I'm just smoking because I just bank my limit breaks for boss fights.
Yeah,
That's what every guide you read online says to do that. They're like, just if you're having a problem with a boss, just go get all your limit breaks.
Well,
for that,
here's
and then just
well,
fight
okay.
the
So
boss.
here's the thing: against normal enemies, I'm not gonna burn. Why would I burn through them? Because the game, rightfully designed, this isn't a complaint. You go into a battle, you look at the enemy layout, and you can tell immediately. Okay, this is what I need. Okay, I'm fighting a Flan, one of them weird spider dogs, and the big armored things. Okay, so I need. Okay, Lulu, Titus, Auron. Boom, boom, boom. Fight's over.
Yeah.
You still gotta fight, there's still some interaction of the game, but it's not like. As much as I like Skies of Arcadia, fights in Skies of Arcadia last too fucking long because enemies just take hit after hit after hit after hit after hit after hit after hit. No, you can look at a layout and you can immediately, efficiently take a fight. That's not a complaint. And there are enemies that aren't like that, like the Marlboros and that shit, that are actually more challenging fights, and that's, once
There's basically
again,
there's the low tier enemies which you can bank out, which is
minions.
as a group of
D&D
heroes
minions.
you should be able to do that.
Yep.
They're just basically small obstacles.
It sounds
And
like
then there's the larger obstacles,
Mhm.
and then there's the bosses.
And then there's the bullshit bosses who shouldn't fucking exist.
Most of the time I didn't.
Okay,
much
no
bank
clue
with
then.
it, But
I'm
aside
sorry,
from
boss should not.
But I
The
agree
summons.
that Seymour was overdone quite a bit.
What?
They
Just
could have
fucking
made those
die.
different people. They could have
I
made
actually don't mind that. I really don't mind that because, as I said before, I like having villains continuously reoccur because it gives me a sense of, okay, this is my antagonist. This is the enemy who's.
I just really don't like Seymour, and that's a good
That's
thing.
fair, that's
they
fair.
wrote him right. They wrote him well enough for me to
I
fucking
do-
hate that guy.
I do wish his boss
See, I
fights had a little more versatility because almost all of his boss fights are he spams a status ailment on you.
Yeah.
It's like this one he casts Petrify then Break. This one he casts Zombie then Life. Like
Yeah.
you vary it up a little bit. Except the
Yeah.
first one where he just casts Magic in
just-
Order.
didn't really care for Seymour at all. I just found him too annoying.
I
He wasn't annoying. He was annoying in a sort of like boring, like I don't want to. Man.
We call that X-Pac heat, where you're not mad at the villain, or go away heat. It's not boo, I want you to get beat up. It's boo, I don't want to interact with you anymore.
Yes.
Mine was boo, just fucking die.
Tired you come back to life.
Let's go away.
Stay dead,
X-Pac.
motherfucker.
I guess I'm just going to have to throw whatever at the wall and see what sticks with this. Okay, I went that way. Now down.
Are we in the death tunnel?
No. We are in the repeating rooms. It's a nacho! Oh yeah!
The only thing I
it's
can
a nacho
the only thing I
man.
can think of is it's some kind of repeating.
hallway thing.
We have to figure out
Is
which
that
way.
like,
If you
Is that
want
like
to
the
choose
Ocho?
It's an Ocho, yeah.
It's a proto Marlboro, yes.
If you want to cheat a little,
I hated the
you can
Marlboro
look things
fights.
up,
Those
but
are
that's-
hard.
If it
Marlboro,
frustrates
the
me enough,
freaking-
then we really have to get through. Then yeah, please. But
How long have we been recording?
a while. But we still have. Looks like we still have plenty of power left.
So I was
on
gonna
it.
say if it gets too frustrating, we can call it and then look it up and come back next week.
Yeah, right now we're not having that problem.
Can you at least tell when you've progressed?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh god.
This game is an advance for things like tells. I'm trying to think. I do think Final Fantasy IV is my favorite Final Fantasy game.
Only never played for it.
And
You're
I
gonna be the one playing for us, so.
I know.
I honestly just really like Cecil's arc of redemption.
Redemption Paladin!
Also, you know, it's probably better to play the original version of 4, where when the characters die, they actually died. There's characters that died in plot and they never came back.
Yep. So the end fight, you had Cecil, Kane, Rosa,
Edge? Was Edge still there?
and what? Lydia. And Lydia. And that was your team. That was the team you had. Figure it out, motherfucker.
Oh, we will. We will.
Later remakes let you keep characters so you can slot in and out. Keep Palom and Pearl, even though you wouldn't, cause fuck Palom and Pearl. I hated those fuckers. I didn't shed a single tear when they petrified themselves to keep the room from collapsing.
Does
No
that?
idea what's going on, but
That
it
is
sounds-
actually-
We will in the
It
future.
sounds like some animality, okay? Animosity, animality.
Alright, I didn't like the characters. I thought they were annoying.
We'll go back to the old ones after we beat the new ones. Newer ones.
What ones are you playing right now?
12.
12?
We put pause on 2 because
Fuck 2.
we kind of hit a snag. And 12 on sale, so we're starting to play 12.
So, remakes of Final Fantasy 2, did they rebalance the experience?
Health doesn't go down.
What?
Yeah, your health doesn't go down.
Your health doesn't go down.
That's
But if you
nothing
die,
goes
your
nice.
health doesn't decrease.
That's nice. Do your other stats decrease?
I don't think so.
No, nothing. That doesn't seem like anything really decreases.
Okay, good. That's it. That's
That
all I
was-
needed.
that was the
You
big
use them,
bad
they go
part.
up.
Yeah, because that was the
But
big
nothing
thing.
really
If you went into a
decreases.
fight and you didn't get hit, your health and defense went down. And you're like,
We're not
fuck
stuck
you!
because we're getting killed. We're stuck because we don't know where the fuck.
Okay, mostly what I wanted to know was did they fix...
We're one-shot bitches. We're one-shot. Our
You're-
base bitch can punch a bitch.
Ooh, sorcerers.
Which is weird, but yeah.
They're elephants, right?
Yeah.
But more than anything, what it is, honestly, is just bad mouthfeel. And you're like, okay, I'm playing, I beat this enemy. Oh, you lose stuff for beating an enemy. I'm like, but that's bad. It feels bad. It's bad feels.
Yeah.
And it's not okay, games. Stop making players feel bad.
No, we don't lose anything because we're just walking around. We're just walking through. We just kind of stuff.
That's good. Because it would be like, you're like, oh, I'm a wizard. Did you cast any spells this fight? No, you lose your magic power. But I'm... Okay, so I cast spells every fight, but now I don't have enough spell points to actually use them when I need them.
oh, too bad. Maybe you should have conserved those spells. But if I conserve those spells, my spell power would go down. Sounds like a you problem. No, game, it's a you problem. Fucked up program.
I beat Final Fantasy II with the crazy strategy of just abandoning everything but magic. I just went super wizard on everything.
I think we're making the main dude red mage or a white mage.
He's gonna be a white mage.
A white mage. And then we have the mage bitch being our mage bitch that has. We're trying to get her bow and arrow up because I do believe her ultimate weapon is a bow and arrow. But right now we're having her use stabs for some reason.
We changed that back.
Oh, did we go back to?
I don't know why we started having her use stabs. I think it's because we figured out
I
stabs.
think it buffs up
her
her accuracy actually.
Yeah.
Because her accuracy.
Yeah, I think we were trying to get something to go up. But apparently we don't fucking need it. Honestly, I think everybody should just be a fucking monk and just not use any weapons because it seems like unarmed fighting in that game is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, unarmed fighting's OP, baby.
And then Guy is our guy with a big axe who goes, fuck you.
Yeah. Guy is literally just DPS with a lot of health. DPS tank.
We know health definitely didn't go down because our main dude, Tyrion, for some reason his invasion is so fucking high, nothing can touch him.
Got it. Okay, boys and girls, I'm going to have to save state here, like we talked about. This is the hallway.
I really hope it comes up. I really want to.
You want to see the war mech?
I want to see the war mech. I want to see how many turns we can last.
Make it to where people just can't fucking hit him.
So when is it decided? Whether we face the war mech?
It's just all.
This is a hallway, and it's completely a random encounter, but it's a very, very rare.
Yeah,
and it is the only encounter you have down this hallway.
So, we got past the...
Yes.
Yes. I muscled my way through that stupid Lost Woods nonsense. I just kept zigzagging down and down, left, up, left, down, left, up.
Oh no!
Oh, I'm wrong. It's not the only encounter.
Oh shit.
We have to fight some more Nacho Mans. See, I'm the cream of the crop. Ooh, yeah, and the cream always rises.
That was so funny. Oh,
so I saw
love that interview so much.
What'd you say?
No,
that interview.
So I saw
little creamers. He puts it on top of the fucking interviewer's head.
I saw Teen Titans Go episode where
they were doing pro wrestling.
Yeah, they were doing a pro wrestling thing, and Beast Boy was doing like. He's like, oh, I'm the vegan cream of the crop, and I was like, oh, this is insane. And then I found that macho.
And found out that was actually real.
And he's just like, he's sitting there, and he's just like, he like pulls out a thing of cream and like throws it, and he keeps pulling, and he like has another one pulled, and he just keeps pulling out these things of cream.
He's got a bunch of them in his hand, he just keeps pulling out. It's like, I'm the cream of the crop. He just drops it, he pulls another one out, he starts talking about cream again, he puts it on top of the interviewer's head.
It's on Mean Gene.
He's like, oh, cream always rises. He's just fucking talking to himself up, because that's what Nacho.
Because he's the Macho Man Randy Savage.
He just fucking said ridiculous shit.
Macho Man Randy Savage could talk for 45 minutes and say nothing.
It doesn't matter what he said.
I understand that. My question is, why did he continuously take out?
Because it made a cool visual where he just keep pulling out these things. It's like, see, I'm
How
the
many did he
cream.
have?
Like probably about 3 or 4.
He probably had 4. And he's just palmed.
But they like throw one, put one on his head. I think he put one in Mean Gene's like shirt pocket or something.
Yeah.
Were they tiny?
So he put one on top of his own.
Yeah,
he put a creamer on top of his own head, and he put one in the interviewer's pocket. That's what it was.
Yeah, like the kind of like if you went to like McDonald's and asked for a thing of cream, it would be like one of those little cups.
Once you get in diners, when you order coffee and that little.
Probably what had happened was him and his friends went to a diner, got coffee, had these extra creamers, and he's like, I'm gonna do something with this.
Slime. I took one step, and it went from nachos to slime.
So you got it. Macho Man Randy Savage was just really good at just being
talking
center of attention. It's just real good at it.
And it's like Teen Titans Go said, the secret to a wrestling promo is to talk as long as you can without actually saying anything. Oh, you load the rocket ship with the fuel, and then you load it with the wire.
Oh, that's the ultimate
That's
way.
more Western than I feel.
Dang, fucking seriously.
God damn, this was supposed to be a bad.
That was one step. One step.
You've been getting an encounter every step.
Tear down the cockpit door.
Plot twist. If you make it all the way through, the last step is always that machine. But if you walk through and get attacked by all these things, every step you get a fucking encounter.
Yeah,
Which
man.
one do you want?
What was Randy Savage? Was he a heel?
It depended on the day. I mean,
Usually he was a face. When he was the Macho King, he was a heel, but he generally was a face.
He was supposed to be the chaos face.
Yes.
okay, we did make it to the end and it didn't happen.
Oh.
Time to reload and try again.
You know what? Yes. Keep this safe state, Josh.
I will make an alternate save state just to do it.
Yes, and then we can maybe off camera keep trying until we.
Because you want to see.
I want to see the war mech. I want to see us try to fight this war mech. We'll put it off as its like own little 5-minute video.
In the meantime, here's Tiamat.
Oh god.
Oh, good.
Lightning erupts from the Fiend's ball. So you have come this far. I, Tiamat, the Fiend of Wind, will now put an end to your adventure.
You will try. Tiamat!
It's not a bad model. Only 4 heads though.
The other one's in a place you can't see.
She lacks color.
She does. Lacks color and there's only 4 heads.
Yes. I think modern versions give her a 5th.
Does she not always have the 5th?
And this just has 4 right now.
I think it was like a copyright thing.
We don't worry about copyright.
You really can't
They're
copy.
renamed everything else in the game. Why
You
is-
can't copyright a 5-headed dragon. It's just too vague of an idea.
You go try.
You can try.
Yes.
The ancient Greeks already had a 5-headed dragon anyway.
Yep.
And the word Tiamat isn't... So, like, Illithid is a D&D thing. The word Illithid is from Dungeons & Dragons. Tiamat was a whale from Sumerian mythology. I think Sumerian. Anyway, it was a whale, and when it was killed, its body was thrown into the ocean and made land.
Oh.
That's what Tiamat is.
Well, shit. Let's make some land, baby.
Thunder.
Jesus.
Oh, well. She killed you,
Oh.
Ian.
With thunder.
It's like your magic defense must be terrible.
Oh.
Isn't that kind of your point? Isn't that your thing? Is magic defense?
No.
Oh, is it not?
My thing, the Black Mage's big thing is they hit like 80 times a
Okay.
combat.
So you're just straight damage. There's no, like,
Mm-hmm.
defense to you at all.
No. Now, I gained a magic defense boost when I ranked up, but that's like going from like
But it'll hit
0 to 2.
Damn.
Yeah, Cure 4 was ineffective against Ian. With
Oh,
Ian.
really?
Congratulations, you healed a corpse.
Yeah.
God, I suck.
Yeah, I don't think life works in battle, which sucks.
And you got no slots for life too.
Right.
Does Life 2 work about it?
I believe
I
so.
don't know, but we'll find out eventually, I'm sure.
Next time I fucking die.
That'll happen, you know.
Soon enough.
Can't happen now, you're already dead. How can you kill what is already dead?
No, well, if you watch Night of the Living Dead, you shoot him in the head.
That's undead. That's a kind of arguably a form of life.
Let's see. If you watch a vampire movie, a stake to the heart, sunlight, decapitation.
Again, we're
putting them
talking
in
about
running water.
things that are.
Or yeah, say burning them, putting the ashes in running water. Is that what are all the steps to killing a vampire?
Cut off their head, burn
Extensive.
their body,
Stake
bury
to the
their
heart.
Yeah, stake
stake
their
their
heart.
heart.
Stake their heart paralyzes them. Then you cut off their head. You shove their head. You put garlic or holy wafers in their mouth. Bury the head in a sacred location. Burn the body and then throw the ashes in the water.
Well, we survived except Ian.
Hell yeah.
I know you can't lift your hand in victory. You're dead.
Sure I can.
Yeah, you can't level up if you die.
I know. That's the problem. Yeah, you probably
Well,
don't
we're
like that
out.
game.
We can cast life now.
Still love that. The scene in the Helsinki Bridge where they're fighting when they first fight me Alexander.
Oh, fuck.
And he's
That's
like,
step
she's
one.
like, what happened to the other vampire? And he's like, I killed him. Cut off his head. And she's like, well, that's step 1. What about 2 through 10?
Yeah.
He just regenerates. He's like, you done good.
Okay. Well, back to the airship, because we did succeed.
We fixed the 4 crystals. And
We
now,
did.
And now the fairy's going to lead us to a pillar of light so we can all do it again.
Yes. That is what's going to happen.
Excuse me, what?
Oh, there's some... We mentioned the boss rush. You want to guess why this happens? Why there is a boss rush? Because there's an actual in-story reason for it.
Time loop.
We fix the problems now. We have to go back in the past when the fiends were stronger and beat them then.
Why?
I don't know.
Because Garland uses the time loop of now and back then in order to awaken the god chaos.
Okay, but my question is, if we go back in time and fix them then, why are they broken now?
Because we haven't gone back in time and fixed them yet.
Fuck
It's not that hard.
Do you want to hear the spoiler for the game?
It's a weird Pyrrhic victory.
I will give you the spoiler. If anybody doesn't want to hear it, plug their ears. I'll give you the spoiler. We go back in time to stop the fiends from existing, so that Garland can't awaken them now to awaken the god Chaos, which we beat, which erases them and us from history.
It's like you save the world, but you must not exist.
Yep, you basically, when you beat Chaos and seal the time loop, you erase the 4 fiends, Garland, and yourself from existence.
It's kind of the saddest ending of any Final Fantasy.
I know,
think.
right? Spoilers over, I guess?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, spoilers.
Oh no, Devin's just kind of doing this
Devin
thing.
hates timeline bullshit.
I do
I
too.
hate timeline.
I do too. Oh, I do too.
I love time.
'Cause
And I
feel
would love
like
to
you
have
hate it.
time as my superpower. However, timey-wimey bullshit go fuck.
No, I
I
fucking hate
it
time
mostly
travel
because
plots.
it's like
It's very
Ununderstandable.
convoluted and difficult to
You-
like
manage.
there's no way to actually understand it. There's
Yeah,
no way
you
to
can't
explain it.
create a time travel plot without creating so many continuity and logic errors. It's impossible. It can't be done. I've yet to see it happen.
That's why I just don't like. I just don't.
That's why
like
some of my favorite Doctor Who episodes involved space and aliens rather than actual time travel.
The only time it really works is when you don't give a fuck, like Bill and Ted.
Yeah.
It's like the going back in time is nothing more than an excuse to give Bill and Ted a chance to talk to Genghis Khan.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. The plot.
It's
time
so
travel.
great.
Honestly, if Bill and Ted was not at the museum, realistically, not much would have changed. If they went from place to place and found like a statue of Genghis Khan and
They
talked to him, nothing
they
would have really
played
changed.
a little bit with it, like leaving things for themselves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But other than that,
A little bit, but not a lot.
right?
Because it was. Time travel was merely an excuse for the comedy more than it was the actual story.
Yeah.
The story was Bill and Ted getting their shit together to get the.
You passed the thing, so they didn't have to be separated.
Yep.
because wild stallions must be formed. Which we find out in the third movie, no, they didn't.
They kind of did. They had to be together so they could perform.
Like train their kids, who are the real
Well,
thing.
remember, they were the ones who Bill and Ted performed it.
I guess they did.
Their kids wrote the song. Which is
and gathered the band.
And gathered the band. Which means their kids were basically their songwriters and managers, and they were just the face, which isn't uncommon in music.
Fair enough.
I mean, look at your favorite songs, and I'm willing to bet that a lot of people's favorite pop songs aren't written by the musician that performed them.
There's no pop song.
What was that fucking fact about time Caleb said the other week or day that pissed me off?
Fact about time?
Oh,
I have no idea.
There was like dimension and shit. Like, fuck, what game was she playing? It took place in a different dimension.
I mean, if you want to get technical, time is a dimension.
It was Bioshock. She was playing fucking Bioshock Infinite with all the dimensions and shit. And she's like, well, technically, the original other different dimensions is the timey-wimey bullshit. I'm like, listen here, you fucking bitch. Fuck you.
There it is. All
She's
four
right.
of the crystals.
You don't want to go down this rabbit hole with me.
Oh god. I never want to go down a tiny one rabbit hole. It's all. It never ends. It's horrible.
Dimension? No, the dimension rabbit
hole.
hole.
Oh yeah.
Dimensions are dumb.
Because when we keep saying, okay.
Don't say you don't want to go down this rabbit hole, and then no one say anything, and then force us down this fucking rabbit hole.
We were like,
no one is saying let's go down this rabbit hole except you.
You said
you just said let's go down this rabbit hole.
Well,
so of course
you don't want to go down this hole.
Well,
get down the fucking hole.
This is how it was. It was like,
What was that?
he was like, you don't.
Came from the hole.
This is how it was. It was like, you don't want to go down this rabbit hole. We were like, okay.
And then
Well, now that you know. Well, now that you.
yeah, but here's the thing. No one changed course.
I mean,
Yeah, but we didn't step forward either. We just kind of.
okay, don't you understand this is like the military where it's like, I need any volunteer step forward? Oh, looks like all of you stepped forward.
Yeah.
None of us moved,
Just
sir.
say on the glowing blue path.
You're all on the
walk
same
off
line.
it on-
That means
step on the
Follow the
butterfly.
overground.
nobody stepped forward, which means
I was
everybody
thinking
stepped
Sound of Thunder
forward.
reference.
What?
I was trying to pick a Sound of Thunder reference.
I know.
And just like that, we have a new topic. Random bullshit go.
Perfect.
I mean, I will engage you in this rabbit hole if that's where we want to go. But
That's what she said. Wait, that doesn't work. Or does it?
It kind of does.
Yep.
you decide.
I will engage
Leave it in the
you.
comments.
I will engage you in this rabbit hole.
To be
But
fair,
enough
I
about my
didn't plan
Tuesday
to
night.
actually dive down. I just planned to give a summary because no one was saying anything.
That's still dying.
Skimming the surface.
The problem is really when you
You're rimming the rabbit hole.
yes. The real problem with the whole time dimension thing is it's all very hypothetical. Because it's like, without the ability to properly transverse the XYZ, I don't remember what they call the fourth dimension, up and down. 'Cause it's the X dimension, Y dimension, Z dimension, and then
Fuck you, dimension.
yeah, basically, without the ability to actually engage in it beyond the way we engage in it, we are perpetually three-dimensional creatures. Meaning, however fourth dimension actions we take, we have no ability to. It would be like Sonic the Hedgehog running, and then like for us to look and see him running on this 2D plane and like hitting something and causing it to bounce left and right or out to his sides. But he has no idea because he's a two-dimensional creature. He smashes that robot, it poofs. He doesn't see the pieces of metal
It disappeared. Yeah.
go
Yeah.
forward and backward toward, the Z dimension.
Back
That's basically
in,
our interaction with time.
Back in my day, we only had 3 dimensions, and I didn't hear anybody complain.
Alright, scrape the surface and hang up you.
No, it's fine.
You fourth dimensional creatures, get off my lawn!
The only thing I was going to mention is being a pedantic asshole in that when we say dimensions, like in Bioshock Infinite where we go into different dimensions.
Oh yeah.
It means like reality.
The
or
proper
something.
term would be alternate reality.
Yes, the proper term would be alternate realities. But I was going to mention that at this point, dimension has essentially become not a homonym.
Mm-hmm.
Not a homonym. There's another word for it. Where a word has taken on two meanings.
I don't know. I failed English.
Yeah, I barely speak it, so I know what you're saying though. Yeah, where it has adopted a new meaning alternate reality.
You know what's hot right now? The multiverse.
You know what's hot right now? Fire.
Because,
You know-
we call what we call
Your neighbors were having a huge bonfire when we
dimensions.
pulled up. I thought the truck was on fire. All I saw was the reflection of the fire on the truck. And I was like, that's bad.
Do you know what's hot right now? The planet. Global warming!
Yet, except in the places where it's not, and disproves the narrative. Climate change. Okay, that's better.
My scraping of the surface, the whole dimension thing is, I don't care what the fuck you do, but don't
Come
go
wash
back
your
on
face.
fucking
Come
rollings.
wash your face, Ian.
You know what?
Don't go back on your own fucking rollings. Like,
In a public fountain, really?
you can, since it's so high.
That's a decorative piece, not an actual bathing tool.
Yeah.
Did I
I
say that?
halfway through because it fits
I-
there. Fucking no.
Go to
you
heck,
had set
Arlon.
fucking rules. Fucking follow them. There's so many stories where they don't fucking follow their own rules. And that's why I don't like timey-wimey bullshit.
I think Rick and Morty did Dimensions really well.
I do.
Oh, we'll have to continue discussion later. I've got a power warning on the thing.
Okay.
And this is a good ending time anyway because of just beating Tiamat.
Yeah.
This
beat Tiamat!
it's the only way,
But
one thing left to do.
I
But you
had to
know,
tank it the entire
You
time.
gotta have like at least a 1 IQ to really understand Rick and Morty. It really gets deep. It really gets deep into things like
You have to be so smart.
you have to huff your
In
own
order to like
farts
Rick and
this
Morty.
much to like Rick and Morty.
And we will huff our own farts next time.
They do.
See ya.